What?
I have loved frogs since, honestly, before I can even remember. No, seriously, check out this picture of Kid Me. I don't know what this random human is doing here, but aren't I just adorable? And as a self-certified frog lover, I almost feel obligated to make this list. It'd also be awkward to leave you hanging after already having made the top 10 worst fictional frogs list. I also feel like I need to undo a little of the damage I did there. Polytoad still hasn't forgiven me. So let's just hop on in to the video. Top 10 best fictional frogs, let's go. He looks like he fell into a KFC bucket and got stuck. How could you not find that adorable? So I didn't really care much for this V-mouthed menace until my roommate Tiff gave me this Keroppi sticker for my water bottle. And now I sort of understand the Sanrio character craze. I'm not about to buy Keroppi backpacks, bedding, or whatever these are, but I might just need a keychain. This is how addiction starts, isn't it? But seriously, I think the Sanrio takeover might be going just a little too far. Like, what is this, and what are we doing here, guys?
Oh my god!
The moral of the story is, Keroppi good, capitalism bad, but I still really want that keychain.
Like Shakespeare once said, parting is such sweet sorrow. And the capital of Sweden is Stockholm. Facts.
Alright, I know that Mr. Cornet is a very obscure choice, but for only having 2 major appearances in Amazing World of Gumball, the dude just really sticks with you. He's everything you'd want a teacher to be. It's just hard not to love a guy who says, schedule.
Schedule?
And I mean, come on, his name's Moonchild. Even the show knows that's funny.
My name is Joan.
Mine is Moonchild.
I'll stick with Cornet.
Fair enough.
Mr. Cornet is just an easygoing guy who can somehow make naming the capital of Sweden and saying facts hilarious. But what really solidifies his spot for me is just that I wish he was in the show more.
Facts.
Honestly, the next frog almost didn't make the list. But then I realized I could use this as an excuse to talk about Ninja Turtles, so... Not every Genghis Frog is made equally. 1987, I swear I've seen in a Hollister before. 2012 is my favorite iteration of the Ninja Turtles, and also this Genghis Frog is fine, I guess. Mutant Mayhem, I can get behind. He's built like a dot, and he's voiced by Hannibal Buress. Also, bonus points, because I watched Mutant Mayhem, the best Ninja Turtles movie, with my little brother, and we got a pretty good laugh out of this Genghis Frog's first line.
Gucci, Gucci, Gucci.
But the real reason Genghis Frog didn't make the list at first was because I hadn't seen the IDW Punk Frog designs, and holy Toledo. They have to be catering to me, right? Look at this dude. A glow-up as huge as Palpatine going from the theatrical cut of A New Hope to the DVD edits. Genuinely one of my favorite designs on the list, and he doesn't go any higher because I still need to read these comics.
So how did you pick the name Pepe the Frog?
It sounded like, Pepe. To go Pepe.
Where do I even begin? Realistically, I think this is the second most recognizable frog, maybe ever. The only problem is, this isn't Pepe. Neither is this, or this. These are memes. Anyone and anything can become the internet's new favorite face or joke, and the real Pepe doesn't care about all that. He originally debuted in the comic Boys Club, created by wholesome 80s kid Matt Fury. And in said comic, Pepe's a bit of a self-insert. He's just a chill stoner who wants to play video games and eat pizza. And I would have never known this unless I watched the Pepe documentary, Feels Good Man, which covers the entire Pepe phenomenon and follows his creator attempting to reclaim Pepe's good name. I couldn't recommend it enough. I was originally going to put Pepe in the worst frogs list. I mean, he practically became a troll mascot, and I've honestly always found Pepe ugly. But after discovering his true origin and getting to know and love the real peace-loving Pepe, he found a nice snug spot here, which means the documentary did its job in restoring the real Pepe. Which feels good, man.
Greninja.
Well, I had the worst frog Pokemon in with the worst frogs video, so it makes perfect sense that the best would be here. And look, if you're mad that it's not Krogunk, let this spot be a placeholder for any favorite frog Pokemon of yours that isn't Politoed. Honestly, it kinda hurts to put Greninja even this low. This isn't just my favorite frog Pokemon, but my favorite Pokemon in general. Who's surprised? And I mean, come on! Look at this sick ninja frog! Complete with water shurikens and a water dark typing? What's not to love? And on top of that, this is a rare instance that the universe collectively said, "You're welcome," to specifically me. Frog plus platform fighters equals the key to my heart. Never mind, I forgot Brawlout existed. Get out of here, Paco. If you haven't heard of Rivals of Aether, it's like Smash Bros, but good. Just kidding, I probably still prefer Smash, but the fact that I'm not entirely sure shows how great it is. And what are the odds like my two favorite fighting games both have insanely badass frogs? It's like they took Greninja and said, we could do better. And wait, they did? How do you take this perfect execution of a frog fighter and make it even cooler? Poisonous Pacifist? I mean, come on! Also his moveset. Chef's kiss. Things rarely get as satisfying as pulling off a combo with this froggy fighter. Also, you can make custom skins in this game. Look at mine.
We found our lucky frog. We gotta name him for good luck.
Kitty is a weird one because he's probably the least sentient character on this list, yet he feels like a core piece of what makes Over the Garden Wall so special. Sure, Wirt Jr. is practically an ordinary frog, but the show uses him for some great gags and even better surprises. Like the joke where Gregory is constantly changing his name, it's just gold. Plus, without going on a frog hunt, this wonderful, hilarious, and touching adventure wouldn't have even started. I'd go into my favorite moments with George Washington here, but I wouldn't want to take the whimsy away from anyone yet to tackle this show. Just know, if you haven't seen it yet, it's a miniseries. It's only 10 episodes long, and you're missing out on one of Cartoon Network's best. And some great frog content. And that is why Dr. Cucumber is number 4. He's an energetic and annoying little frog kid. Which is exactly how people describe me all the time. I relate to this little goof a little too much, to an extent that makes me embarrassed of his actions sometimes. And while I do very much prefer some other designs on this list, I kind of hated his hair at first, but I got used to it. It makes him look like a goofy little Fraggle. Anyways, it's Sprig's funny and heartfelt moments that really got me attached and set him above the rest. Him and Anne's friendship just feels so genuine and really acts as an emotional core of the show. And I really appreciate what Amphibia says about the connections we make and how they help us grow, and how those relationships stick with us forever through that growth. I actually watched Amphibia specifically to prepare for this video, so I wouldn't be accused of being a fake frog fan, and man am I glad I did. The first season's a bit of a slog, but every time I reached these credits, it got me to keep going. And to power through the generic kids cartoon stuff to get to the great gags, story, and emotion of the following 2 seasons, which was totally worth it. Sorry for the Amphibia tangent. Like I said, Sprig and I have a lot in common.
Because I have the attention span of, oh, look at that.
Also, name another frog that replicated the Peter Griffin falling meme. I'll give you a hint. The only other one is also in this show. Frogs and toads are cool and cute. They are squishy little guys, so they get this spot. Oh wait, Frog and Toad are... Oh yeah, the characters. Sorry. So here's the thing. I didn't really get Frog and Toad growing up. I liked frogs. I didn't like toads, and I've had the adorable image of them flying a kite together burned into my mind since before I can remember. But for some reason, my little fleshburger brain just wasn't ready to take in and absorb what there was from on and behind the page. Luckily, I watched this video from Joshua Bushman, awesome YouTuber, watch his video, and I came out wanting nothing more than to sit by the window and sip Diet Snapple and read all these books, which I then did.
No, diet's better than regular, seriously. I'm not even kidding.
Arnold Lobel was an awesome dude, and he may have left the world early, but did he really? As far as I'm concerned, he never left. And as long as frog lovers, and yes, even toad lovers, have something to say about it, because of these wonderful books with such amazing art, Arnold Lobel will never truly die. Also, they're totally gay. Like, look at them. I love them so much. I couldn't possibly separate these two for a single spot, but if I absolutely had to, I would pick.
Whoa, nobody. What's going on? Who is it? I'm really confused. Your body inside there? Ah! Get something in there! What?
It's time to play the music.
This here is the true Frog King. And yet he's so humble. He's so modest. He successfully survived memification.
This for the A.
He even survived being bought out by Disney. He's Kermit the Frog. Such a quintessential frog character, Amphibia even did a parody of him. Jim Henson's creations have been blessing the world since before I even existed, and I'm sure they'll continue to for long after. Personally, I find Kermit to be Henson's greatest gift to the world. Like, just watch this and try to disagree.
Sometimes, when I'm really frustrated and need to clear my head, I just get into my golf cart and floor it around the lot. Speed limit's 5 miles per hour, but I'll go 6 or 7, I don't care.
Kermit can drop the dorkiest tweet ever and make my day just a little bit brighter. Seeing him sad makes me sad. Seeing him happy makes me happy. And the very rare instance of seeing him mad is hilarious.
It's something to eat that's round and orange. It's an orange. It's an orange.
Me like that fourth clue. Is it an orange?
Of course it's an orange. I just told you it was an orange.
When Kermit heard his talents could bring him riches, he didn't even care. But as soon as the joy he could bring to the world is mentioned, he's on his big old bike and on the way to Hollywood. I just couldn't possibly put into words how wholesome, iconic, and lovable Kermit the Frog is. But luckily, that's already been done for me. Please be nice.
And kill me.
And there we have it, the best frogs in the universe. What a hard list to make. I'll probably be tossing and turning over some placements later, but as a lifelong frog lover, it honestly feels pretty cool having a definitive top 10 of them. Comment down below your favorite frogs, stay tuned for more nerdy frog content, and remember, at the end of the day, I'm just a frog with a YouTube channel. What? What did you think I was gonna say?
We've done just what we set out to do.